And the first campaign we have launches on February 7th, and this is going to be 4 different expansions to the game Unfair. And this game plays 2 to 5 players. It takes about 50 to 125 minutes to play. And the different expansions are going to be a comic book expansion, a hacker expansion, a kaiju expansion, and an ocean expansion. And this campaign is also going to be including a few other items, including a solo mode, neoprene mats for the main player board, as well as each individual player board, and also a solo AI mat to accompany that solo mode that's being added to the game. This is also going to include a big box storage solution, so if you have all the modules and the core game, you will be able to fit all of that in the storage solution that will be provided in this campaign. And if you're not familiar with this game, this is a set collection tableau builder. Each player is going to be trying to build up their own theme park. Each player is a theme park owner, and you're going to be starting with limited rides and capacities, and then you're going to be completing different objective cards, attracting guests, expanding your capacity, making money, and scoring victory points. The game plays over 8 rounds, and at the start of each round, players are going to be drawing a city card, and this is going to have a global effect that affects all players. At the start of the game, these are going to be positive effects, but as the game goes on, these are going to get more and more unfair. Each player then individually draws their own event card, and this is going to have a couple options for some special abilities. One ability that will benefit them, and another ability that will hurt all the other players. Players will then take turns either using the abilities on their event cards or by using an ability from one of their cards that they've built in a previous round in their theme park. Alternatively, players can also pass. And then during the park phase, players have 3 different actions that they can use to do different things, such as gain more cards, whether these are more park cards to expand their attractions, more event cards to gain new abilities, or blueprint cards that will give the player an objective to achieve by trying to combine different features of attractions into a single ride. And if you're able to do that, you're going to gain some benefits from that, but you'll get penalized if it is incompleted by the end of the game. Or players can also use their actions to build or upgrade rides out in their park by adding new park cards into their tableau, or alternatively, you could instead demolish park cards and remove them from your tableau. And the different rides that you create in your park will not only grant you victory points, but also some special abilities as well, especially depending on the different expansions and modules that you choose to include. There's already 10 available, and this campaign is going to be adding 4 more to that mix. The comic book expansion will be adding some new characters that you can recruit into your park, and these will be both villains and heroes depending on the direction that you want to go. The kaiju expansion will introduce some giant monsters into the park, and you can either benefit from the chaos that they bring, or you can gain some rewards by trying to fend them off. And the hacker expansion allows players to break into the networks of their opponents, stealing money from their accounts, or potentially causing some other technological failures. And then there's the more relaxing Oceans expansion, where players can have another layer of collection by adding different sea creatures and national treasures into their park that they can then put out on display for different benefits. And if this is a campaign that you are interested in, I have links to this and all the other campaigns in the description below.